Hi Stampers, this is Sandi MacIver from Stamping and Blogging, and I have a little trick to show you today about our clear matte stamps. This is one of the new single stamps that's available right now until the end of March, and when you get it, it comes in a little bag, so of course you've got your stamp and then you've got your sticker. And they're supposed to stick to these handles. I have very warm hands, and I also do a lot of heat embossing, so when I go to stick this into my Versamark ink pad, which is incredibly sticky, it often pulls the stamp off, and I find a certain amount of frustration with that. And I'm also a wood girl, so I'll put that out there, okay? But I am trying to embrace the new stamps, and I have come up with something that I think is going to help you out as well. You'll see as I am showing you here, what I'm doing is I bring in my scissors and I trim this very, very, very close to the actual design, and I go in between the petals, and I do this on pretty much every stamp. If I can trim it at all before I mount them onto the stamps, I do, because I'm finding that being able to have the background showing a little bit more is helping me greatly with this little issue that I'm having. Okay, so bear with me here. I'm almost finished. I just have to do the stem. Alright, so we have that done. And so then what you do is you remove this backing that is on the stamp, and the little sticky comes out, and then you have to peel this back, right? And you get that off of there, and then you got this other little piece down here on the stem. Make sure you get that cleaned off too. And I am going to stick this down, and I want you to see this before I pull this off. So see how much of the kind of taupey color you can see now? That is what sticks to these acrylic handles, okay? So that's one step. Then I take this off and I bring in my two-way glue, okay? A lot of people don't realize that if you use this glue and you go around something and you don't attach it to something else, you let it dry for about half an hour, it becomes what they say repositionable, and it works awesome on these stamps. So what I do when I get them is, first of all, you want to make sure that you have a good amount of glue coming out, and you'll see that it comes out blue. That way you can see where you're going. And I go around the outside edge of my stamps, okay? And again, it's blue, so you can see it. And don't be too worried about that, because it does dry clear, okay? So just a heads up there, because everybody's going to be freaking out. You're going to be able to see blue on my stamps. No, you won't. All right. So now, the worst part, I guess, is now that you've got that all mounted, you want to play with it, and you can't. You're going to have to wait until this is dry. And when it's dry, you're going to be able to stick your finger into it, and it's going to feel sticky, but if you pull your finger up and you shake your finger a little bit, the stamp's going to fall off of it, okay? But what happens when it's completely dry and you do this, it's going to stick really, really well to your handle, and you're going to be able to do your embossing with your Versamark ink pads and all the other stuff without that little puppy coming off of that handle on you. So there's my tool tip for you for today. I hope it works for you as well. Thanks for visiting.